Welcome to CanaDream. It's a pleasure having you as our guests. We're about to take you on a tour of your RV, so you're prepared and confident about all the features inside and outside the vehicle before you set off on your road trip. You might feel that there's a lot to take in during this video, but don't worry, you can watch it again. We have it on our website, in the CanaDream Club app, and we email the links after you've completed online check-in. You'll be given a copy of our detailed guest guide when you pick up your RV. This is your on-the-road, go-to guide covering almost everything you can think of about your RV. Keep it handy and in a safe place. You'll also receive our handy how-to guide, which you can use to become familiar with your RV before you leave our station. Please make sure you talk to our friendly guest service agents when picking up your RV if you have any questions. If you think you need more tuition at pickup, please book a personal demonstration, which offers a 30-minute detailed demonstration from one of our expert agents. You can add this on during online check-in. Let's get started. First, we'll quickly run through the symbols used in this demonstration video. Requires electricity. This symbol indicates this feature will only work when your vehicle is connected to shore power. Requires propane. This symbol indicates that this procedure functions with propane gas. Requires battery. This symbol indicates that the 12-volt battery system is required for the operation. Use Sani dump station. This symbol indicates that the procedure should only be performed at a registered Sani dump station. Start our demonstration by taking an exterior tour of the RV, beginning at the passenger side of the vehicle. You'll see multiple external features, notably the propane tank and coach battery compartments. There is a storage compartment containing the water hose. The entrance to the camper is at the rear. We'll look at that in more detail when we go inside. Keeping to the exterior, you will find a compartment containing the valves to empty the black and gray water tanks. We recommend you use the rubber gloves provided when emptying the waste tanks. There is also an exterior shower, the city water hookup, the electrical hookup connection, along with the water heater and furnace exhaust vents, which must be kept clear at all times, and the freshwater fill hole. The fuel tank for the truck is also on the driver's side. Please note when refueling, this is a diesel truck. The camper is equipped with either 1 or 2 propane gas tanks which run the furnace, water heater, stove, and fridge. The tanks are full at pickup and you do not need to return these full. You may need to refill 1 or both tanks while you're on the road, depending on usage. If you have 2 tanks, we recommend you open 1 propane tank at a time. This will ensure you do not run empty without realizing it. The shutoff valve on the selected tank must be open for gas appliances in your RV to operate. Use the switch on the tank to open the second tank when the first tank is empty, then stop at a propane refilling station to have the tank filled up. If you're unable to find a propane refilling station, you can exchange the tanks. However, refilling the tanks will cost you less. Refills are a guest expense. The propane gas system is designed to allow travel with the propane tank valve open. All propane-fueled appliances, other than the refrigerator, must be switched off when the vehicle is in motion. Before refueling your RV or boarding a ferry, it is important that the propane gas tank valve is closed. Waste from the toilet, black, sink and shower, gray, are collected in holding tanks under the RV. You can check the tank levels on the monitor panel inside your RV. You shouldn't empty the tanks until they're at least half full. The waste hose is stored in the rear bumper compartment. Remove the dust cap from the waste pipe outlet and connect the waste hose to the outlet. You will need to twist it to ensure it's firmly attached. Place the opposite end into the Sani dump hole. Always empty the black waste tank first. Pull or lift the black handle until it stops. Once the black waste tank is drained, flush the toilet with about 5 to 10 liters of fresh water to rinse the black waste tank. Once the water has finished draining, close the black waste tank valve. Pull or lift the gray handle until it stops. When the gray tank has completely drained, close the gray waste tank valve. Raise the hose where it is connected to the RV and keep the hose elevated while hand over hand, moving towards the opposite end of the hose. This will help to drain the hose completely. Detach and store the waste hose and replace the cap on the outlet pipe. Add a toilet chemical to the toilet and flush. Repeat this process every time you drain the waste tanks. Please note, the waste tank levels shown in the monitor panels can sometimes be inaccurate due to the sensors being blocked by waste material. We recommend you monitor the usage and remind yourself to empty the tanks every 2 to 3 days. To help prevent blocking the sensors, always flush the toilet with plenty of water. Only use toilet paper approved for use in RVs. Anything thicker may cause blockages. Never pour grease, oil, coffee grounds, or other food waste down the toilet or sinks. Guests are responsible for costs to repair or empty clogged tanks. When the RV is connected to the campground sewer system, you should keep the valves closed to allow the tanks to fill. Locate the power cord. It will either be permanently connected to the RV or in a storage compartment with a plug on each end. If there is a breaker on the campsite power pole, switch it to the off position. If the cord is permanently attached to the RV, pull the power cord from the electrical compartment. If it is not permanently attached, plug one end into the receptacle on the RV, then turn the collar to lock the cord. Plug the other end of the cord into the campsite power pole, then switch the campsite breaker to the on position if necessary. The power cord has a plug for a 30 amp service. If a 30 amp service is not available, use the 15 amp adapter. A 15 amp service will limit the simultaneous use of appliances. To prevent tripping the power, use one electrical item at a time. The freshwater tank has been filled for you. To refill the freshwater tank, remove the freshwater hose from its storage compartment and connect it to the campsite water source. Insert the other end of the hose into the freshwater fill opening and turn on the campsite tap. Once the tank is full, water will start flowing back out of the filler hole. Turn off the tap and remove the hose and replace the cap. To access the water in the freshwater tank, ensure the water pump switch on your monitor panel is on. The water in the freshwater tank is safe for cooking and cleaning. We recommend you use bottled water for drinking. If you have a water supply available at your campsite, you'll be able to hook up to the city water supply and avoid using the water in your tank. Attach one end of your freshwater hose to the campsite water supply and the other to the city water connection on the side of the RV, and turn on the tap. When using the city water supply, turn off the water pump on the monitor panel. If one end of your hose has a water pressure regulator attached, please do not remove it. The correct fuel type is shown on the fuel tank door. The trucks are diesel. Do not fill the truck with gas or petrol. Check the pump at the gas station every time you fill up to make sure the fuel type being used matches the instruction on the fuel cap door. Remember to turn off your propane tank and battery disconnect switch before refueling. Guests are responsible for all costs if the wrong fuel is used. You have now seen the exterior of the RV, so now it's time to become familiar with driving the truck. The Maxi Travel Camper is powered by the incredible Ford F-350, which is a delight to drive. It comes equipped with many driving aids that you may be familiar with, such as cruise control, lane assist, blind spot indicator, Apple Play, heated and cooling seats, air conditioning in front and rear, USB chargers, etc. The driver should set up their driving position by adjusting the seat height and position, and adjust the side mirrors so you can clearly see the rear. Adjust the driving position each time a different driver takes to the wheel. It is important that you're comfortable and in the right position to have full control of the vehicle. Take some time to become familiar with the controls, indicators, windscreen wipers, temperature controls, etc. The vehicle has automatic transmission. To put the vehicle into gear, you need to hold down your right foot on the brake. This foot will also operate the accelerator pedal, so your left foot can take a complete rest when driving the RV. You will see a sticker on the dashboard indicating the maximum height of your RV. Please pay particular attention to this when approaching low bridges or when parking close to trees or overhanging canopies. Let's go inside the Maxi Travel Camper. Step up into the camper using the fold-down steps. You will need to remove the safety locking pin before you fold the steps down. Hold on to the rear handle when entering and exiting the camper. The distance can be greater than you think when on uneven ground. Once inside, you'll see where you can find the monitor panel, the breaker box, the hot water heater switch, smoke alarm, carbon monoxide detector, fire extinguisher, and solar controller. Locate the emergency exit. Look for the battery disconnect switch which controls the main power to your RV. This must remain in the on position for the coach battery to provide power to your RV. The coach battery provides power for the interior lights and the furnace fan. Other features such as the microwave, air conditioner, and 110-volt power plugs will only work when connected to shore power. The RV toilet is equipped with a flush lever located behind the lid or a foot pedal on the base. Before using the toilet for the first time, and every time after you empty your waste tanks, add a toilet chemical pod to the toilet and flush with approximately 10 liters of water. Only use toilet paper approved for use in RVs, and use lots of water when flushing. Never flush paper towels, facial tissue, feminine hygiene products, or diapers into the toilet, as these will clog the waste pipe and will render the toilet unusable. The bathroom also contains a sink and a shower. Most showers are equipped with a water saver button located on the shower head. After adjusting the water temperature at the taps, use the water saver button to stop or start the flow of water while showering. This will help reduce water usage in your RV. The monitor panel displays the approximate levels in the freshwater tank, black waste tank, and gray waste tank. You can also check the condition of the coach battery and turn the water pump switch on and off. In the Northern Light Camper, press and hold the monitor switch to see all levels. The water pump switch has a light to indicate when on. Anytime water is not required, turn the water pump off. It is normal for you to hear a noise from the water pump when it's in use. Please make sure there is fresh water in your water tank before using the water pump. The furnace operates using propane and utilizes a fan powered by your coach battery to circulate air throughout the RV. Connect to shore power if you need to run the furnace for long periods of time to avoid draining the coach battery. The thermostat control panel will vary depending on the model of camper. In the Northern Light Camper, turn the furnace on at the on-off switch on the thermostat. Use the lever on the bottom of the manual thermostat by sliding to the center, or use the up and down arrows on the digital thermostat to set the temperature. If you have a thermostat which looks like this, you'll need to push the mode button until heat is displayed on the screen. Use the arrow buttons to select your desired temperature. To turn the furnace off, press the mode button once until off reads on the display. Hot water is heated with propane gas. In the Northern Light Camper, the switch is mounted below the counter near the kitchen sink. Press the water heater switch to on. If the light stays on, the water heater has failed to ignite. Once the light has gone off, it will take about 15 to 20 minutes to heat a full hot water tank. If the water is already heated, the light will not illuminate. Turn the switch to the off position to turn off the water heater. In some of our TCA models, the water can also be heated by electricity if you're connected to shore power. The water heater must be switched off before refueling and while the vehicle is in motion. Ventilation is necessary when operating propane appliances. Open a window or vent and always use the exhaust fan located in the hood above the stovetop. If the stovetop has a cover, lift it before lighting the burners and do not close it again until the burners are cool. Use the portable lighter to light the burners by positioning the lighter flame over the burner to be lit. Push the knob in and turn it to the light high position, then adjust the flame to the desired level. For instructions on lighting the oven, please refer to your guest guide. The combination fridge-freezer runs off propane and automatically switches to run on electricity when the RV is plugged into a 110-volt power source. Turn on the fridge using the on-off button. Press the auto gas button. The auto indicator will light. Press coldest button to set the temperature. The fridge may not work properly if the RV is not level. The air conditioner is mounted on the ceiling of your RV. Using the controls on the air conditioner, turn the AC fan speed to the desired setting. Turn the temperature selector to your desired coolness setting. Safety is of utmost importance to us. The RV is fitted with a smoke detector, a fire extinguisher, and a combination carbon monoxide and propane gas detector, which is designed to detect and alert you of dangerous gas levels in the RV. This detector is powered by the coach battery. For more detailed information on these safety features, please refer to your guest guide. With no rear window on your RV, you will need to rely on your side mirrors to see what's behind you. Whenever you are reversing, you should always have a person standing outside and at the rear of the RV to guide you. We call this person a spotter. You should be able to see this person in your side mirror, and they should be able to see you. They should use hand signals to guide you as you reverse the RV safely. Most damage incidents are caused whilst backing up, and these can be avoided when a spotter is used. Before you drive the RV, walk around it one last time to confirm that the black and gray waste tank valves are closed, the cap is on the waste outlet, and all exterior compartments are closed and locked. Thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this demonstration tour. We appreciate there's a lot to take in, particularly if this is your first time in an RV. Don't worry, you can watch this video again, and you'll find all this information and more inside the guest guide, which you'll receive when you pick up your RV. Use the guest guide as the first place to find answers whenever you need help. All that's left for us is to wish you an enjoyable and safe vacation. Enjoy experiencing Canada at your own pace.